The Chicago Bears need some defensive edge rushing help. Now, we hope that Austin Booker becomes that guy, but until then, we look good. We're a stand-up team, but we need that one spark that's going to take all the difference here and make all the difference here. And that, by the way, is one guy, two guys, three guys. Look, we talk a lot about Myles Garrett, but we're going to circle back around and talk about somebody we talked about before because things have started to get weird, change a little bit. I don't know. Something's going on over here. And Bears Wire is now saying that they think that this is a possibility. So we're going to talk about it right now. And that is Maxx Crosby. So if you like this type of content, make sure you hit the like button on the way in. If you like what I'm saying here, hit the subscribe button. That certainly helps me out. If you don't like me, hit the subscribe button anyway so that you can come on here every day and talk shit about me in the comment section. Either way, subscribe so you can hate me or you can love me or whatever, broski. All right, guys, this is the face only a paid escort could love. Mark Davis from the Los Angeles Raiders, who felt compelled to tell you one more time and double down. He sent an email to ESPN just the other day reiterating, we're not trading Maxx Crosby before or after the trade deadline. Now, anybody who's the team, anybody, look, they're all saying that in public. Nobody says we're trading people. It's when a player forces a trade that you find out about that. So you don't know that that is or is not a valid thing. When the right price comes around for a player, any smart executive will do what they have to do to improve their team. Now, can they improve their team? Well, listen, there's a package that we have that would be available, and that would include, by the way, Maxx Crosby, 5 years in the league. He's already at the highest level, 6.5 sacks so far in the 2024 season. Imagine that edge rusher, probably a little bit better than Montez Sweat. Imagine an edge rusher of that caliber alongside Montez Sweat, collapsing that pocket, forcing it to the inside. By the way, I would say for DeMarcus Walker, but he's part of that trade in the event that something were to happen here. So let's talk about it. Let's break it down a little bit, and let's see what it would take. First of all, this would be the proposal that came up from Bears Wire, where they're talking about, why this kind of trade would need to happen. They're acknowledging the fact that Mark Davis has said, we don't think it's going to happen, but we do need that. We do need this last edge rusher, not because we're not great. So far, this is a really, really good defensive line. We've held up remarkably well. Held teams. This is one of the best lines in the league, but it's not when it comes to sacking the quarterback. It's been pretty good, and we do have to recognize that there are problems. One of the guys that sees playing time for us, Daniel Hardy, now has 4 penalties in 7 games on special teams. That's a problem. That is a problem. We have to recognize problems, and we have to come up with solutions. Maxx Crosby doesn't have that. So let's talk about what would it take. Well, number one, Maxx Crosby, $30 million is his salary cap. So we have $6 million available. We would have to give up Nate Davis if they would take him. We would have to give up Khalil Herbert if they would take him. We would have to give up DeMarcus Walker if they would take him. Now, that is, by the way, that does change the dynamic of the Raiders team. And dare I say it, probably upgrades their offense in an appreciable sort of way at this point. And because you would have to do it, most probably you would have to throw in a future prospect, that future prospect being Austin Booker. So, and look, I'm not saying that I want to part with Austin Booker, but I'm saying this. To get to Maxx Crosby level, Austin Booker would have to be in the game a lot more than he currently is, and he would have to develop, and he would have to come along very, very fast. And we like what we see from Austin Booker, but we also recognize that he's young, and it would take 2 or 3 years for him to get to that level. And if it takes 2 or 3 years to get to that level because of his youthful age and his need to continue to bulk up, if that is the case, then why not just take somebody who's ready right now to win right now? We don't want to win in 4 years. The Chicago Bears want to win right now. So Maxx Crosby would be that move. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And remember, guys, to bear down. And look, I think we're going to have a great season. I think we're going to have a really good season. This is just a bump in the road, but it's a long road. 4-3, we're 2 plays away from 6-1. But we haven't found a way to win. And that's coaching. That's Matt Eberflus. And we could have had Ben Johnson. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And remember to bear down. And we'll see you soon.